What up, YouTube? We back at it again. We got some Geoff Castellucci. Been a minute. This just popped up. We're gonna check it out. This is Song of DURIN. That's a poem. J.R.R. Tolkien. I think that's first appeared in the Fellowship, Lord of the Rings. It details, I guess, the. I think it's about the dwarves and the history of the dwarves, Middle Earth during the time of DURIN. But we're here for Geoff. So first and foremost, go support Geoff. Go like, go subscribe. We're gonna get bassy. I'm excited about it. Yeah, of course, if you like what I do, like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. It does help the channel, and I appreciate it very much. Best way to get me is on Patreon. That's where most of my requests do come from. So definitely jump over there. It's free. So pinned at the top is requests. I'm trying my best to make my way through them, but then people keep dropping things that like I have to get to, and then it's this whole cycle. But I am working on it, and I do have I have some skip the line stuff to get to. I have a few things to get to, but I should be kind of chipping away here pretty. I say that all the time. I'm trying my best, guys. I also have a full-time job and something of a social life. So, anyways, let's dive in.
The world was young, the mountains green, no stain yet on the moon was seen.
Does he have a nose extension?
On the moon was seen. No words were laid on stream or stone when DURIN woke and walked alone. He named the nameless hills and dales. He drank from yet untasted wells. He stooped and looked in mirror and saw a crown of stars appear as gems upon a silver thread above the shadow of his head. The world was fair, the mountains tall, in elder days before the fall of mighty kings in Nargothrond and Gondolin, who now beyond the western seas have passed away. The world was fair in DURIN's day. The world was fair in DURIN's day.
Dude, you know what I love about Geoff is he makes you buy into his character development even though he's singing a song. The layering is fantastic. I love Geoff doing these things with, you know, it's 5 of him, you know, edited and whatnot, and the way he's creating these layers. But like he's kind of given us characters like this, right? We've sort of done this, you know, but he sells this well, and he's not even moving or doing anything. He just like it's how the voice and the whole persona he puts together. Dude, Geoff's great, man. I dig what Geoff's doing with his solo stuff for sure.
A king he was on carven throne in many pillared halls of stone, with golden roof and silver floor and runes of power upon the door. The light of sun and star and moon and shining lamps of crystal hewn, undimmed by cloud or shade of night, that shone forever fair and bright. Their hammer on the endless bard, Their chisel clove and graver wrote. Their forged was blade and bound was hilt. The delver mined, the mason built. Their beryl, pearl, and opal mail, and metal wrought like fish's mail. Buckler and corselet, axe and sword, and shining spears were laid in unwearied then were Durin's folk. Beneath the mountain music woke. The harpers harped, the minstrels sang, and at the gates the trumpets rang. The world is gray, the mountains old, the forge is fire, is ashen cold. No harp is rung, no hammer falls, the darkness dwells in Durin's hall. The shadow lies upon his tomb in Moria, in Khazad-dûm. But still the sunken stars appear in dark and windless mirror. There lies his crown in water deep, till Durin wakes again from sleep.
Hey y'all, Jeff here. Thanks so much for watching and subscribing. Videos like this would be impossible to make without lovely folks like you clicking that play button a time or two. And of course, all of the lovely people on Patreon. If you'd like to see all of my videos early and plenty of other incredible perks, head on over to Patreon and sign up. You can even sign up for free. Special shout out goes to Halder Draco, Tema Krempley, Juliana Livingston, Diane Holland, Sarah Borzelli, Sarah O, Lori Templeman, Laura Mueller, Patricia Schumann, Debbie Goodling, Jordy S, A.M. Person, Carl and Melanie Thomas, Asa M. Langstrom, and Debs Patrick. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see y'all next one.
Man, Jeff harmonizes really well with Jeff. And Jeff. And Jeff. And Jeff. He's good at that. It's like their family, or they, know each other's voices really well. Peas in the same pod, right? That was awesome. Yeah, I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. I'm not even I read the description of what that was prior, and then when I first saw this pop up, and then I just now got to it. It makes sense. Yeah, this whole this vibe, Jeff kind of slays this lane. But I dig it because he can get theatrical and keep the vocals on point, which he always does, without making it gimmicky, if that makes sense. All the layers were set up perfectly. I mean, and weirdly, for the most part, most of the Jeffs were kind of sometimes he'll do here, 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 but most of the Jeffs were here, 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 kind of within a little bit more condensed of a note structure, but layered still the same. Very cool. And we're used to Jeff's kind of deep, everything that he does that no one can really really mimic. Um, I love the percussion and the strings there. That was all Lane, by the way. He did all of that. I'm just kidding. That was all voice. Um, no, that was awesome. I mean, it's cool seeing him in, you know, his, because his, we're used to him, you know, usually like initially group setting, and he's counted on to do kind of, you know, not to make it, you know, for lack of a better term, sort of like one note. You know, you expect him to be the bass guy, right? Um, but he shows you a lot more layers when you start digging into his solo stuff. I've done quite a few of his, I've done a bunch of his solo stuff actually, but I've missed some things too. So I'm definitely down to check out some more. It's cool seeing him pop up. Always excited to check out his stuff. Anyways, go support. That's what we're here for. Go like, go subscribe. Definitely like, comment down below. Make sure you're subscribed. It definitely helps the channel and appreciate it very much. Jump over to Patreon. That's where requests do come from. We'll have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We'll talk to you on the next.